Today our topic is series of functions. In this lecture, we first define pointwise convergence and uniform convergence of a series of functions. Then we state Cauchy's general principle of convergence of a series of functions, and we also state Weierstrass M test for uniform convergence of a series of functions. And we solve some standard problems using these results. First, we define series of convergence of a series of functions. Suppose Fn be a sequence of functions where each Fn is a function from D to R, where D is subset of R and n is a natural number. Suppose Sn be the sequence of partial sums, of the series summation n equal to 1 to infinity Fn. Like a series of real numbers, here we also define convergence of series of function using this sequence of partial sum Sn. Here Sn is equal to f1 plus f2 plus fn, that is s1 equal to f1 plus f2 f1, s2 equal to f1 plus f2 and s3 equal to f1 plus f2 plus f3 and so on. Now series n equal to 1 to infinity Fn is said to be pointwise convergence or uniformly convergence if the corresponding sequence of partial sum, that is Sn, converges pointwise or uniformly convergence on D. So our definition is series n equal to 1 to infinity Fn converges pointwise or uniformly on D if sequence Sn converges pointwise or uniformly on D. We have already talked about the convergence of a sequence of functions, convergence pointwise as well as uniform convergence, and using the convergence of this sequence we can say the convergence of the series. If this sequence converges to the limit function s on D, then we also say this series converges to this limit function s. Now we state Cauchy's general principle of convergence of a series of functions. Cauchy's general principle of convergence, Cauchy's principle. Suppose summation n equal to 1 to infinity be a series of functions defined on D, then the series converges uniformly on D if and only for any epsilon greater than 0, there exists a natural number k such that mod of fn plus 1x, fn plus 2x up to fn plus px, this less than epsilon for all n greater than equal to k, for all x belongs to D, p is a natural number, that is p is equal to 1 2 3 dot dot, p is a natural number. This result is similar result as we prove in, as we see in the normal series, that is series of real numbers. The difference is between series of real numbers and series of functions is here this holds for all x belongs to D. That is why it is we call uniformly convergence on D. We can easily prove this result by using the corresponding sequence of partial sum. Since we know a sequence of partial sum, if Sn be the sequence of partial sum corresponding to this series, then we know this sequence is uniformly convergent on D if for any epsilon greater than 0 there exists a natural number k such that mod of Sn plus px minus Snx less than epsilon for all n greater than equal to k, for all x belongs to D, and p is a natural number. And if we substitute this here, Snx equal to f1 plus up to fn, and Sn plus px is equal to f1 plus f2 up to fn plus p, and difference of these two functions is exactly equal to this. So using this result, we can easily say the Cauchy's principle of convergence of this series. Now, when a series of function is said to be absolutely convergent, a series summation n equal to 1 to infinity fn is said to be absolutely convergent if this is convergent. This is similar as like a series of functions. If mod of this, summation mod of this is convergent, then original series is said to be absolutely convergent. Now we state Weierstrass M test. Weierstrass M test. Suppose summation n equal to 1 to infinity fn be a series of functions defined on D, T subset of R, and Mn be a sequence of real numbers such that mod of fn x less than equal to capital Mn for all x belongs to D, and for all n belongs to natural number. If this series Mn, this is a series of real number, series of positive real number, converges, then series Fn converges absolutely and uniformly, converges absolutely and uniformly on D. Actually, we give some problems of series of functions where we prove the uniform convergence by using this result, Weierstrass M test. Now, our first problem is examine the uniform convergence of the following series. Summation n equal to 1 to infinity r to the power n cos nx 0 less than r less than 1. Second problem is summation n equal to 1 to infinity r to the power n sin nx 0 less than r less than 1. Third problem is summation n equal to 1 to infinity cos nx by n square, and fourth is this. Here we write four problems. Here x belongs to R, whole set of real number. Actually, we write four problems. The technique is same. Now, we consider the problem A. Here, fnx is equal to r to the power n cos nx. Now, mod of fnx, this is equal to mod of r to the power n cos nx. This is less than equal to r to the power n for all x belongs to R. Mod of cos nx less than equal to 1, and R is a positive real number. So, this is less than equal to r to the power n. Now, summation r to the power n converges as it is a geometric series with common ratio r, and R lies in between 0 and 1. So, this series is convergent series. So, by using Weierstrass M test, we can say this series summation Fn converges uniformly on R. This convergence also, this is a absolutely convergence also. And a similar way, the problem B we can also solve in this similar fashion. Now, we solve the problem number D. Here, fnx is equal to sin nx by n square. Now, mod of fnx, this is also mod of sin nx by n square. Now, mod of sin nx less than equal to 1. So, this is less than equal to 1 by n square for all x belongs to R. Here, summation 1 by n square, it is P series with P equal to 2 greater than 1. Here, P equal to 2 greater than 1. So, this is convergent. This series is convergent. So, again using Weierstrass M test, we can say this series converges uniformly as well as absolutely on R. Now, our second problem is this. Summation n equal to 1 to infinity n cube plus 2 by n to the power 5 plus 3 x by 2 whole to the power n, where d is this interval -2 to 2. Domain is closed interval -2 to 2. Here fn x is equal to this. Now mod of fn x equal to mod of this. Since this is positive, this is equal to mod of x by 2 whole to the power n. Mod of x by 2 whole to the power n. Since here -2 less than equal to x less than equal to 2, so -1 less than equal to x by 2 less than equal to 1. So mod of x by 2 less than equal to 1, less than equal to 1. So this is less than equal to this is less than equal to 1, so x by 2 whole to the power n, this is also less than equal to 1. So this is less than equal to this. Now if we can show that this series, if here capital Mn equal to this, if summation this is convergent, then by using Weierstrass-M test we can say this series converges absolutely and uniformly on this. Now to prove this series is convergent, let un equal to this, un equal to this. Now this is a problem of series of real numbers. So here we show the convergence of this by using comparison test. How can you use this test? Here power of maximum power of n is 3, that is n cubed, and in the denominator maximum power of n is 5, that is n to the power 5. So if we take Vn equal to n cube by n to the power 5, that is 1 by n square, then un by Vn, this is equal to n cube plus 2 by n to the power 5 plus 3 into n square by Vn. This is equal to, if we divide numerator and denominator by n to the power 5, we get 1 plus 2 by n cube by 1 plus 3 by n to the power 5. So limit un by Vn, limit means limit n tends to infinity, this is equal to 1. This is a non-zero finite number. So by using comparison test of real number, we can say both the series summation un and summation Vn converge and diverge together. Here also summation Vn is a p series with p equal to 2 greater than 1. So summation Vn is convergent. So summation un is convergent. Since summation un is convergent, that is, this is capital Mn, here capital Mn is equal to un. Since summation capital Mn, that is summation un is convergent, so by Weierstrass-M test we say that this given series converges absolutely as well as uniformly on closed interval -2 to 2. Our third problem is, we now test the convergence, uniformly convergence of this series summation n equal to 1 to infinity, where x belongs to R. Now if x is equal to 0, this is equal to 0, then summation of zeros is equal to 0. Now suppose x not equal to 0, then mod of x greater than 0. Now using we now use the the inequality am greater than equal to gm and consider two positive real numbers n of this by root over n of mod x by 1 by root over n mod x and show arithmetic mean of these two number is equal to greater than equal to their geometric mean, that is greater than equal to 1. So n mod x square plus 1 by 2 root n into mod x, this is greater than equal to 1, or 1 2 mod x mean, that is mod x by 1 plus n x square. Mod x square is equal to x square. This is less than equal to 1 by 2 root mod n. So here if we take fn equal to this, then mod of fn x is equal to mod of x by n by this 1 plus n x square. Since this is positive, this is less than equal to 1 by n into 1 by 2 root n. Here we consider x not equal to 0. If x equal to 0, then also this inequality hold. When x equal to 0, this part is equal to 0. So this is true for all x belongs to R. Now here capital Mn is equal to 1 by 2 into n to the power 3 by 2. So summation capital Mn, this is equal to half into summation 1 by n to the power 3 by 2. This is also a p series where p equal to 3 by 2 greater than 1. So this is convergent. So by again using Weierstrass M test, we can say this given series converges absolutely as well as uniformly on R. Now our next problem, that is problem number 4, is this: summation n equal to 1 to infinity x e to the power minus x whole to the power n, and the domain is closed interval 0 to infinity. Now here this is equal to summation n equal to 1 to infinity x to the power n into e to the power minus x minus nx. Now e to the power nx is equal to 1 plus nx by nx that whole square by factorial 2 plus dot dot nx whole to the power n by factorial n plus this using expansion of exponential series. Now this is e to the power nx strictly greater than nx whole to the power n by factorial n. So e to the power minus nx strictly less than factorial n by nx whole to the power n for all x greater than 0, for all x greater than 0. So x to the power n into e to the power minus x strictly less than factorial n by n to the power n for all x greater than 0. Now if we take fn x equal to this x into e to the power x whole to the power n, then mod of fn x, this is less than, strictly less than factorial n by n to the power n for all x greater than equal to 0. Since this inequality holds for x equal to 0 also. So here capital Mn equal to factorial n by n to the power n. Now if we prove summation Mn convergence, then by Weierstrass M test we can say this series converges absolutely as well as uniformly on this interval. Now we use ratio test to prove summation Mn is convergent. Now capital Mn plus 1 by capital Mn is equal to n plus 1 factorial by n plus 1 whole to the power n plus 1 into n to the power n by n factorial. This is equal to n plus 1 into n factorial by n plus 1 whole to the power n plus 1 into n to the power n by n factorial. This is equal to 1 n to the power n by n plus 1 whole to the power n. This is equal to 1 by 1 plus 1 by n whole to the power n. Now limit capital Mn plus 1 by capital Mn is equal to 1 by e, since this tends to e as n tends to infinity. We know e is always greater than 2, e lies in between 2 and 3, so this is strictly less than 1. Since this limit of this ratio is strictly less than 1, so by ratio test of series of positive real number, we can say summation Mn converges. So by Weierstrass M test, we say this series converges uniformly on closed interval 0 infinity. Here we prove this result, solve this fourth problem using Weierstrass M test. Now we solve next problem by using the definition of uniform convergence, that is using the definition, that is using the sequence of partial sum corresponding the series of functions, and we also use the result of sequence of function. Now we check the uniform convergence of the series summation n equal to 1 to infinity x to the power n minus 1 in the interval 0 1, open interval 0 1. Here fn x is equal to x to the power n minus 1. If sequence Sn is sequence of partial sum of the series, then Sn x is equal to f1x plus f2x plus up to fnx. So this is equal to 1, n equal to 1. If we put n equal to 1, this term is 1. This is x plus x square up to dot dot x to the power n minus 1. This is a geometric series. First term is 1, common ratio x. So this is equal to 1 minus x to the power n by 1 minus x. Now limit n tends to infinity. First we find the limit function of this sequence of function Snx. This is equal to 1 by 1 minus x. Since x lies in between 0 and 1, as n tends to infinity, x to the power n tends to 0. So this is equal to 1 by 1 minus x. So here limit function of this sequence of function is 1 by 1 minus x, where x belongs to open interval 0 1. Now here Snx, mod of Snx is equal to mod of this 1 plus x plus up to x to the power n minus 1. This is less than equal to 1 plus mod of x plus mod of x whole to the power n minus 1, and each of this term is less than equal to 1, and there are n terms, so this is strictly less than n for all x belongs to open 0 1. So here Snx is bounded for all n and for all x belongs to 0 1. That is, each term of this sequence of function Snx is bounded, but the limit function Sx is unbounded near x equal to 1. When x approaches to 1 from left side of 1, this tends to infinity. That is, Sx is unbounded in this interval. Here each Snx is bounded, but the limit function is unbounded. So using the result of sequence of function, this sequence of function is not uniformly convergent to this function Sx. Consequently, this series is not uniformly convergent on open interval 0 1. Now our next problem is summation, problem number 6, summation n equal to 1 to infinity 1 minus x into x to the power n minus 1, and the domain is closed interval 0 1, closed interval 0 1. Here we also use the definition of convergence of the series and use also the result of corresponding sequence of functions. Here fnx is equal to 1 minus x into x to the power n minus 1. If snx is the sequence of partial sum of the series, then Snx is equal to f1x plus f2x plus fnx. This is equal to, if we put x equal to 1, then this is 1 minus x into 1, that is 1 minus x. If we put x equal to 2, this term is x, so x minus x square. And third term is x square minus x cube, and nth term is x to the power n minus 1 minus x to the power n. This is nth term, this is third term, second term, first term, and finally we get 1 minus x to the power n, snx. Now first we find the limit function of this sequence of function. Limit n tends to infinity, snx is equal to here 1 when 0 less than equal to x, strictly less than 1. When x lies in this interval, then x to the power n tends to 0 as n tends to infinity, so this limit is equal to 1. And when x equal to 1, x to the power n equal to 1, and this term is equal to 0. So this is equal to 0 at x equal to 1. So if Sx is the limit function of this sequence of function, then Sx equal to this, and the limit function Sx is discontinuous at x equal to 1. Here Snx is a polynomial function, so this is continuous everywhere, in particular continuous in this interval, closed interval 0 1, but the limit function Sx is discontinuous at x equal to 1. We know if a sequence of function Snx converges uniformly to limit function Sx and each term of this sequence Snx is continuous, then the limit function must be continuous on the interval, on the domain. Here each Snx is continuous but the limit function is discontinuous, so we can say this sequence Snx is not uniformly convergent to Sx on this interval. So consequently we can say the series summation Fn is not uniformly convergent on the interval 0 1, closed interval 0 1.